A woman who was trafficked from Cape Town to Jeffrey Epstein's private island has revealed details of the sexual abuse that she suffered. Juliet Bryant says she feared for her life, describing how she was trapped in the invisible chains. And a warning, this report contains details that some viewers might find distressing.
This playground for the rich and famous was a hunting ground for Jeffrey Epstein, who recruited victims from all the way here on Africa's southern coast.
This lavish Cape Town neighborhood is where we've been told Jeffrey Epstein had an apartment. And his base here in South Africa shows just how wide-reaching his trafficking ring was. And his victims here have told us that 20 years on, they're still reeling from the aftershocks of his abuse.
She told me that her friend was here from America and his name was Jeffrey Epstein. And she said he was like the king of America.
Juliet Bryant was a first-year university student and part-time model when she was ensnared by Epstein in Cape Town.
I just turned 20 and it just seemed like my dreams were all coming true.
Her first trip out of South Africa was to New York, where she says she abruptly found herself on the way to the Caribbean, sat next to him on his private jet to Epstein Island with the women he used to recruit her.
Like basically, as the plane took off, he started forcefully touching me in between my legs. And I just freaked out, and I suddenly realized, oh my God, my family aren't going to see me again. These people might kill me. You know, I got such a fright. It was such a huge changing thing for me. And I suddenly realized I had to just be nice and be friendly, because I realized that I was in great danger.
And he's assaulting you, and the other women
and they were laughing. Yeah, they saw and they just laughed. So you know, I was really, really petrified. And you know, it really changed me, the whole thing, you know, going through this. And I just didn't know what to do, and I just really thought that I was going to die.
Juliet wasn't the only victim he lured out of Cape Town.
Epstein trafficked Juliet in 2002, but these emails 10 years later show him giving permission to a sender whose name has been redacted to go back home to Cape Town. In another email from 2010, he asks a potential victim there when she would like to come back. And there are details of return flights to Cape Town issued for unknown women in late 2018.
Eventually, he did offer me money to recruit girls for him. He offered me $2,000 for any girl I'd bring, or $4,000 a month if I would stay there. But I didn't, you know, because I didn't want to be around him.
She says she met other women and girls from Brazil, Romania, France, and Spain at his properties, and that he raped her repeatedly over 2 years. Unredacted emails show Juliet in contact with Epstein up until 2017. You are one of the victims whose name hasn't been redacted in the latest tranche of emails. What was it like for you seeing those emails published?
Well, I have nothing to hide, you know. It's obviously been upsetting because it confuses people, because, you know, obviously the man had terrible grip over my mind. It took me time to heal from the psychological, it was like invisible chains, is a good way of putting it. It was like I was handcuffed invisibly. And yeah, I'd never even told my family. I never told anyone about what happened with him until he died.
For Epstein survivors like Juliet, her memories, though traumatic, are her evidence of just how sprawling and disturbing his operation truly was. Yusra Al-Bagher, Sky News, Cape Town.
And if the story has raised any concerns for you, you can contact the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Helpline on 1-800-RESPECT.